that my children can walk down the street feeling safe, and if they're not safe, that they're not going to feel scared to approach a police officer or ask for help. And that's my mission, essentially, to make sure there are more officers like myself, that look like myself, that can serve within our communities, and just to make it a better place for all of us.
I want to say to all of our communities in Bedfordshire that it is a fantastic thing that we are able to come together at a time like this to celebrate the diversity that we have in our county, the contributions that our Black community make to our county. And now, as the Police and Crime Commissioner of African Heritage, I'm really proud to be able to stand in front of you and to say that I'm really proud of the progress that we are making. We still have some work, some way to go, but I believe we're moving in the right direction. And with your support, we can be a much more inclusive, a much more cohesive, and a much more progressive society.
People who are from Black, African, Caribbean descent and have those experiences, please continue to share. Look to the past. Use a method of looking at it from a timeline. Not just how things were before, but 100 years ago, 50 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday, and up until today. Because we are shaping Black history as we speak. And how can we know how we got to where we are if we don't look to the past and use that as energy for the future?
The most important thing for me is, and I go back to what Michelle Obama constantly repeats, is you have to see it if you want to be it. And I think unless you understand the great contribution to British society that has happened from Black people, you will not understand why this is so important to us. I grew up in the 70s. I watched people march down the street chanting things like "There ain't no black in the Union Jack." That is simply not true, and Black History Month is an opportunity to change that.
We often hear of sports and music, and that's really important in the context of the Black contribution. But I would like you to think about the Black contribution in poetry, in filmmaking, artists, and the whole variety of other things.
I've kind of battled with the whole concept of 1 month to celebrate Black history. I think maybe perhaps if Black history was just taught like any other history, there wouldn't be a specific month. So I believe in Black History 365, and that, you know, just ties in with all the rest of the different kind of histories that curriculum is teaching young people today.
It reminds us of the struggles that Black people have had throughout history, whether it's locally in the UK or globally. You know, inequality moving forward, getting jobs, getting promoted, all these things still affect people of colour.
For me, Eric Edwin joined Bedfordshire Police as our first Black officer in 1978, and he's had a tremendous career and a huge impact, as have many other of our Black colleagues in Bedfordshire. So it's a chance to look back, celebrate their contribution, and also celebrate the contribution that all of our Black officers and staff make today as well.
It's a moment that I think that I can stop and reflect on my sheer determination to bring about change in a world of diversity, equality and inclusion in policing. Black History Month for me is a time to celebrate and recognise who we are, where we came from, and most importantly, where we're going.
For me, Black History Month is all about learning. Learning about what my family went through throughout generations upon generations of racial abuse, discrimination and prejudice in places such as schools, colleges, the workplace and on the streets with police. And having been a part of Bedfordshire's police scrutiny panels and having been a part of Bedfordshire stop and search training and delivering it, I've seen the next step that Bedfordshire police are taking in eliminating all discrimination and all bias that is involved with the police.
All young women, I would say, you've got this, you can do this, you can do anything you want to do. There's always somebody out there who knows how to help you on that route. Within your community, there's always going to be somebody who's got that knowledge, and nobody can tell you you can't do something. Nobody can at all. I say that to a lot of young girls. Just go, you know, you can do this and you can go and do whatever you want to do.